This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there.
Really?
Welcome in to Bad Karma Wrestling.
He just looks at me and goes, I don't care if it's Burberry or not, it's officially licensed.
Officially licensed AEW merch, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't matter.
What are you talking about, dude?
You think I make enough money to actually get real Burberry? Or whatever it is? Burberry?
Burberry. Burberry.
Sounds delicious, honestly.
It does. It
Put
sounds
it
like
in.
a flavor of ice cream.
Yeah, put it in a fruit salad. I'll have it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. We're talking Bash in Berlin. We're talking All Out.
Why? All out. Yeah. Bash in Berlin? Why?
We're going all in on All Out when they went all out on All In. Yeah? I think so. I think that's about right.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
There we go.
Somebody got enough sleep last night. Nick's tongue's working today, ladies
I think
and
so.
gents.
Yeah. Unique New York. WWE and AEW's head-to-head tonight. Collision and Friday Night SmackDown. We can maybe get in a little bit on that as well. But otherwise, we'll wrap it up with some Scotty's World to get us done.
Is Collision in Chicago?
Collision is in Chicago tonight.
Is it now or is it Wintrust?
It is going to be at the Now. Yeah, it's going to be at the Now because All Out is at the Now Arena.
The CM Punk thing yet?
Yes, they did. They did. Yeah, it's just a giant AEW logo down there. Because I was there for the Windy City game, so yeah, it was.
And just think of all the opportunities AEW would have had to mess with that bracelet.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely. And they might still have the Jade Cargill one. They might have to get rid of that one as well. But they can add a bunch. They can add probably an Okada one or Monet. I remember saying it was Monet. But we're talking Bash in Berlin.
Beach.
Great. That was great. Oh man, I'm loving this Okada gimmick. But
It's freaking amazing.
I know it's been fantastic. But we're gonna start off. As we always do, we switch it up from time to time. We're gonna go Bash in Berlin. The recap to start us off on the WWE side of things. We can just go ahead. I think this is basically in order from top to bottom. So we had Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens to start us off hot in Berlin. The Germany crowd was going crazy. But Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, the match was lukewarm to kind of just, okay. All around, I mean, just opening thoughts on Bash in Berlin, obviously.
Stupid. The storyline was stupid.
Yeah.
Get an actual heel. Don't, because if Kevin isn't going to go full on Kevin and go heel with Cody's injury, and yes, I put that in quotes, Scotty, because he wasn't really hurt.
Scotty falling for another kayfabe injury.
No, long-term storytelling.
Yeah, I know. That's what the E-drones are addicted to. No, this
totally long-term.
No, I take
So when he actually does blow his knee out, see, it finally happened.
If I will, I'll play. I'll just to justify it somewhat.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah. Is it Cody Rhodes just maybe just trying to check one off the list, so he wants to have a match against Kevin Owens?
He only had one left that he hasn't had to do, and that
He can make a new list.
He could make a new list, but
Yeah.
the only one that he didn't check mark was Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah. Right now he's got to get back in action.
It'll happen
as
when
well.
Adam comes back to WE.
Yeah, maybe. But overall match was.
When he's finally healthy.
Yeah. The night was, it was kind of what we say it was. It was to move storyline somewhat. It was. I actually was surprised that a title did change hands, but overall pretty mid overall.
Here's my thing, and I'm just going to say this. Women's title should have been defended the night before on SmackDown.
Okay.
You take either Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, or what was the other title that was? Oh, the U.S. title with Ludwig, and put that on the pay-per-view instead. Because that was a pretty decent match.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Andrade knows how to wrestle again. I guess you just had to get him the right partner.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's been fine. I don't think he's missed a step on Andrade. I mean, he was
horrible when he first came back, and I think it was getting used to going back to the way WWE does things.
Sure.
but they were also putting him with people that couldn't go like he wants to go as well. So,
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I mean, Rhodes and Kevin Owens did not the best, not the worst, but overall, it's just kind of.
I do like the long-term thing that Scotty brought up.
Yeah,
because there is a difference between babyface Kevin and what everybody truly loves is heel Kevin.
yeah, and you saw glimpses. There was times where it was like, "Oh, does Kevin Owens want to take advantage of the of the banged up knee, or it's his knee? That's what we're what they're on."
Yeah, it was his knee.
Okay, so. You saw glimpses, but never fully pulled the trigger and did any heel Kevin Owens things. And you're also seeing, I guess, the same thing with him and Randy. Randy still later to come later tonight. Next up, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, beating the Unholy Union. I kind of just chalk it up to, all right, cool. Jade Cargill, what are you rating her so far run in WWE? So it's been two.
They did what they should have done. They put her with the best athlete in the company in Bianca Belair and said, we need her to be with someone until she gets rid of the stiff. And to be quite honest, her stiff isn't as bad as
it once was.
She's getting a little more pliable,
getting a little bit more fluid, less robotic. Exactly that. So hopefully that's the case. I got no gripes with the match. I really didn't. It was just one of those like, okay, it's on the card, it's there. I'm absorbing it. My prediction last week was I didn't think they were gonna move titles just because I thought it was gonna be the start of a feud, but clearly they're carrying on and making this a long-term tag.
What they're trying to do with the women's tag belts are have quote unquote legitimate tag teams go after those belts.
Okay.
Now, and let's see, because you've got Shayna and Zoe, the Cold Electric Fusion, whatever they call themselves.
Yeah. The Cold Cut Electric Fusion sandwich.
Something like that.
Brought to you by Subway.
Yeah. You've got
Toasted.
Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. You have Io Sky and Kairi Sane, which Asuka's supposedly coming back now.
That'll be big.
That'll be great. There's a whole bunch of like.
Was she injured, or did they just kind of write her off?
She was injured.
Okay.
I think it was that another shoulder issue.
That's a shame.
So you have plenty of like legit tag teams that could be vying for those to make it better matches, more interesting matches, better ebb and flow.
Okay. Yeah, I can see where that. I actually like that route. If they're going to actually establish a tag team division, I'm all for that. Next up, CM Punk winning the strap match that he conjured up against Drew McIntyre. The bracelet was finally ripped apart and then shoved down CM Punk's throat, so no longer having to deal with that. Yeah. Again, setting that up and everything like that. CM Punk, I mean, overall, I thought the match. They were beating the tar out of each other, and they were holding up pretty decent. There was one spot where like I kind of felt like not burial, but it's just like not necessary. Where CM Punk could have won basically right away. He's like, nah, McIntyre needs more of a whooping. So I thought that was just kind of ridiculous. Even just you can kind of build around that. But overall, yeah, CM Punk ties it up 1-1.
There are two standards in this industry when it comes to strap matches. You have the Von Erichs versus the Freebirds, and then you have the Fiend versus Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson.
Yes.
Or whatever you want to call him.
Daniel Bryan's a slave name. I'm sorry.
Government name.
Yeah.
To me, those are the two greatest pure strap matches I've ever watched. If you can't reach that, don't have a strap match.
Yeah. With an honorable mention to Danielson and Garcia, or Danielson and Starks, I thought that was a pretty solid one.
Solid.
No, I'm not gonna jump and say, hey, that needs to be number one. It was good.
Fiend and Danielson was brutal.
Oh, yes. Where I mean, Yeah, Danielson had welts all over him. That was
like
brutal.
I said,
Brutal.
if you're not striving to achieve somewhere close to that, not saying you will, but why do it?
Yeah, and almost I don't know. This is an ongoing feud, and we know it's boiled over that it can
accumulates in
boil.
bad blood.
Yeah, but it's felt like it's been rushed. Like what could have been like a year-long feud has been jam-packed in about 3 or 4 months, and I think that's just because we all know that CM Punk's time is shorter rather than late. It's not going to be on the shelf as long.
I don't know how much more in-ring he's going to want to do.
Exactly.
I think, honestly, he's down in Orlando constantly learning.
He wants to learn NXT, yeah. He wants to probably learn that, book NXT.
And the kids down there seem to love him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, good reception. The next move is on to Gunther from CM Punk. I just don't understand this booking where he loses the first one. He then begs for the second one, gets it, wins the second one, so automatically, instead of being 1-1 even, he is now above McIntyre, who McIntyre was like, yeah, I don't. He was brushing him off to begin with.
you didn't.
No, that's not the point.
You didn't pay attention.
I didn't. Where did I miss it?
Raw
What did I miss on Raw?
came out and said his next vision was for Gunther, and then out comes McIntyre.
And he's gonna go for it again.
He put him on a stretcher.
Okay.
That's where the whole bracelet thing
okay. All
got
right.
broken
okay.
apart.
So I got it all.
There's
crossed
one
then.
more match, and it's at Bad Blood.
And they're gonna have the Hell in the Cell. That's
Hell in the Cell.
Okay. All right.
The same thing Drew did after he beat him the first time. Drew said Gunther's next, and then CM Punk came.
Look in my eyes. What do you see? A guy that couldn't care less about this rivalry. Damien. That was right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Damian Priest,
That's
Rhea
my
Ripley.
tag team partner, Sons of
Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley
Best match of the night.
beat Dom and Liv. There you
Best match of the night. Told a story, did all this great stuff, and now Rhea's yeeting everywhere.
go. Yeah. Yeet. I could agree. I could agree for sure.
Best story. I mean,
No, yeah. For the sake of it, actually, this was probably the only one that kind of tied in more of a storyline than ever of all of them that were there. Yeah, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley. I did enjoy the online, exactly the picture that's below us right now.
That's great.
The
The other one was the pinfall. The pin by Rhea on Liv. That broke the internet.
Yeah, no. This one for sure. Again, there's just everyone going, it should have been me. Why wasn't this me?
She's fantastic. She's fantastic with fans. She's just an all-around great superstar.
Oh yeah. No, I mean they hit a home run. Rhea Ripley's killing it right now. This is absolutely awesome. I wouldn't. That doesn't really mark the end of, or is it marking the end of Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, kind of involved with the Judgment Day stuff? Is this now going to branch off? They're going to start doing.
No, because Priest still hasn't gotten his hands on Finn.
Finn, okay, so so that's done. There is okay. All right, yeah. So that can still carry on.
Honest to God, it's not going to happen. But as much as everyone would hate it, I'd kind of like to see Dom win the Intercontinental Championship.
That would be, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. And then here's the story. So WWE, if you want to get a hold of me or my boy here, Nick No Gimmicks Johnson, this is what you do.
Yeah.
You put that strap on him, and then Jay wins it from Dom.
Yeah.
For his first singles.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Jay's now involved with Rhea. And Dom gets a little jealous. Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
That's your long-term storytelling there, Scotto. So Damian Priest, Rhea get the win there. Nice, solid matchup. To finish off, Gunther retaining against Randy Orton in the main event there.
Was it just me, or did Randy look gassed like 5 minutes into the match? I'm being serious.
It could have been gassed, or did he just get hit with a chop?
No, he looked gassed.
Okay, all right.
Like red from head to toe gas.
Okay, It could have been the case there for sure.
Well, he's put on what, 30 pounds?
He's 290 right now.
Yeah, he's a little.
And they're almost proud to say they're saying that a lot. They keep
like
boasting about that.
He's the big boy now.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
no.
the reason he put on the weight is to protect his spine.
Yeah, that can make sense. I mean, it's just
But
go ahead.
overall, I'd give that a BB plus. The storytelling wasn't as great because they put it together so quickly. I do appreciate Randy passing the torch at the end with the handshake. That was nice.
Yeah.
I do like that. Heck of a match. It did have its ebbs and flows. I was right there with the Miz. If you watch the post game thing that they do, Miz was like, as soon as he hit the RKO, I was like, oh damn, they are gonna give it to him. There's 15 right there.
Yeah,
Holy crap!
that would've
And
been
then
good.
Gunther kicked out, and I went, oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Solid. I mean, you can't really have a bad match with Gunther no matter what. It takes a lot for that to happen. So all around, Bash in Berlin.
See,
C's get degrees. They get you there.
hey, just because you got to see in professional wrestling still means you're a professional wrestler.
Yeah, exactly. So continuing on, WWE-wise, Bash in Berlin, that's all wrapped up. We're going to continue that with that. Like I said, Friday Night SmackDown going head-to-head with Collision, because Collision switching up their day because of All Out happening tonight. But just continuing on with WWE news, notes, everything else around the league. Odyssey Jones popping up. It was earlier this week that he was just removed from the roster, and some thought, okay, this could be a glitch. This happened to the Wyatt Six people for storyline. It also happened to a couple other people. Just again, it was just there was a glitch in the system. But turns out there's a domestic violence allegation. No arrests, no charges have been made.
For them to release him, though, he either admitted to it or they know exactly what happened.
Yeah, so officially released now is Odyssey Jones. So I will change my...
No, you can't change. No. Told you they were staying together.
Well, yeah, now they are.
I told you.
This was definitely the route.
I predicted all of this, people.
You did.
Every single bit of.
Well, it really had to come down to domestic violence for that to be
I'm
right?
just saying they're gonna stay together.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
You know who the next member of the New Day is?
Yeah.
Obafemi.
Yeah, I think that is the route. People have been talking about that. Oba had actually a pretty fun little promo cut.
I'm gonna tell you something. We'll get to it after we're done talking about all the little news bits. But, ladies and gentlemen, he's a real dude.
Oh yeah.
Like his match at the Takeover PL might have been the best match on the card.
Yeah. I just have one more, and you can kind of dive in on the PLE. Just because I didn't really look into it as well. I think was that Saturday.
No, Sunday.
That was Sunday. Okay, all right.
And I had the day off the next day.
Oh, okay. I was trying to think because Saturday I had my fantasy.
What
draft,
was
so
it again? What was the name of it again? No Mercy.
Oh, it was No Mercy. Oh, okay. I like that they're kind of revamping those older.
They're
ones.
bringing back the old.
Yeah. My pay-per-views that I grew
old
up.
ones that aren't being used.
Yeah.
Halloween Havoc's coming up here soon.
That's fun. That's an old ECW one, or that's WCW, right?
WCW.
Yeah, WCW.
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Oh my God! A guy at in CSW, the Chicago Style Wrestling, he brought that back, and it was just so ridiculous. Before we dive in quickly on NXT, Mr. McMahon's trailer dropped the other day. The Mr. McMahon
More than
NXT
his trailer dropped.
We saw it. I think you even said it from Pro Wrestling Insider. He didn't get Mr. McMahon did not get the final cut on any of the edits. While he is in there, it is a storyline. I think it was best summed up right here that I had. That it's going to be basically a telling from start to finish from how he grew WWE into what it is now, and then of course I think at the very end they're going to slip in all the allegations throughout, talk about how how he is more or less responsible for all the wrestlers that have passed throughout his time, whether it was there's a ton of examples, of course, whether it was
It's
negligence
going to be
or
enlightening no matter what.
Okay.
I mean, the trailer shows him hitting a tablet of a reporter, like literally hitting it. And I'm like, oh,
that was a good one. That was basically along those lines. Again, he's like, you don't feel responsible for any of these wrestlers' deaths. He goes, no, I don't. And he just knocked it out of his hand. So
that's a different question.
Yeah. I mean, my question was exactly in our rundown. It's just what are we going to learn that we don't already know? Is it going to be even deeper?
The depth.
Okay.
The depth in which, because I watched the Saturday night that changed the business on the dark side of the ring.
Okay.
I had no clue about that.
Okay.
And it didn't even dawn on me that, like, at one point before Turner bought it all from Vince, because Vince couldn't get anybody to do anything for him, that Vince owned WCW at one point.
Oh wow.
It was like.
It was the season finale from this season.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it the season finale?
Yeah.
It was like the day wrestling changed.
Yeah. It was like it was
forever or
whatever
something
day.
like that.
Yeah, I think it was like the Saturday that changed wrestling or something like that. Yeah, I think
And
you were
just
right.
to listen to that and how Vince was just cutthroat, absolutely cutthroat. He has no quarrels. He is a cutthroat businessman, and I don't think anybody really truly Listen, I knew he was perverse just by the way he's acted and how some people are like, yeah, he loves pee-pee caca humor and stuff like that. I knew he was a little in the head, but you didn't really realize how until you read like the allegations in the court documents, and you're going, oh, okay, he's that kind of weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Bonkos. The title of the Dark Side of the Ring episode, Black Saturday: The Rise of Vince McMahon.
Saturday.
That's what it was called.
Yeah. I will say this past season's Dark Side of the Ring, and I think you and I haven't really discussed it, for me was very underwhelming until that one.
Okay. Yeah.
That one right there was amazing, and I was blown away by it.
I mean, yeah, the fact that I can't really recall anything
Brutus
from this past.
Beefcake and like it was all a bunch of like normal like.
The Marty Jannetty one was just
Buff
sad.
Bagwell. The funniest thing about Buff Bagwell was the fact that his friend walked in on his mom shaving his balls. That to me was hilarious, and I laughed my ass off about it. And Buff just turned his head and goes, "Hey, dude, how's it going?" Like it was a normal, everyday thing. I'm like, that's a relationship that's too close.
Yeah, just a little bit. I like the Sandman episode.
Sandman was interesting, but it didn't give me anything that I didn't already know.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
course.
I want stuff that, like, with the New Jack one. Like,
Yeah.
I was going out there to kill that dude.
Yeah, that was
And
great.
I
That
like,
was nuts.
Woo! All right.
Chris Adams was new. I didn't know anything about him. That was just kind of
I grew up watching WCCW, which is World Class Championship Wrestling, which is where the Von Erichs are based out of, because that was on ESPN, right, back in the day. So, yeah, I'd watch that. So I knew about Chris Adams, and I knew he and William Regal were tag team partners in WCW.
Yeah.
They
This
were
was this season was more. This wasn't about like events until the very end. This was all kind of almost biopics. I mean, to a certain extent. I mean, John Tenta, Buff Bagwell, Terry Gordy. That one was super upsetting. Brutus the Barber Beefcake, The Life and Legend of Harley Race, Chris Colt, Chris Adams, Sensational Sherry, Sandman, and then the final one was Black Saturday. So that was basically a bunch of while usually it is like, you know, the flight from hell or whatever, they kind of do events. This one was all biographies.
I want Dark Side of the Ring, Saudi Arabia airplane flight. I want to know all about that.
I
want to know all about that one.
We'll get that one in like season 15.
All I want.
Quickly, anything on NXT PLE so I missed it. What is the top couple things I need to watch go right away?
Zach Wesley was fantastic.
Okay.
The women's matches were very solid, but if you're going to watch any match, Obafemi and Tony D'Angelo was fantastic.
I mean, the report card is coming in. Obafemi across the board is just the
He's not
talk
just a
of the
big
town.
dude. Like, he can do things. And you thought Batista's sit-out powerbomb was good? Wait until you see Obafemi's.
Yeah.
Obafemi's is ridiculously good. Ethan Page won by cheating, but it was also like there was ebbs and flows everywhere. I love Trick Williams taking on Pete Dunne this upcoming Tuesday. That ought to be a really good match.
Yeah.
Why Trick isn't on the main roster yet, I don't know. It needs to happen sooner rather than later. I don't care if you turn him heel and put him with Carmelo either, because they were fantastic as heels together.
Yeah.
So Trick needs to be. But Obafemi's that next dude. Obafemi's the next big thing.
So
I think he's big. I think he's going to be bigger than Breaker.
wow.
He may not have the speed of Breaker, but let both of them go at one.
That my wow right there isn't that of doubt. I think that's just wow, that could very much come into play.
I think he's a better wrestler than Breaker. I think Breaker's a better athlete.
That makes
Does
sense.
that make
No,
sense?
it makes 100% sense.
Although Obafemi did things in this match where I was like, all right, dudes like
Yeah.
that shouldn't be making moves.
While
like that
both
against
can
it.
probably still, play it up, like they can be starred. It doesn't need to be, the best wrestler. It's the playing it the pageantry. They both play it up.
I give No Mercy a B+.
Okay, yeah.
Top
And-
to bottom solid.
And not the first time NXT has outperformed a WWE pay-per-view when it comes to that head-to-head.
Which led me to go down a rabbit hole.
Okay,
And if I can suggest this to you,
sure.
look up top 25 matches in NXT TakeOver history. I
They're-
sat like 6 hours one day just while Monica was at work, just clicking away, just watching individual matches. Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano.
That whole series was nuts.
Ricochet versus Adam Cole.
Yes.
I forgot how great that match
Yes.
was. The initial ladder match for the North American title.
Yes.
I was like, you forget how great these matches are. And to top it all off, Cesaro versus Sami Zayn.
Yes.
Best 2 out of 3 falls.
Yes.
Might be the greatest match I've ever seen.
It's up there for
It's
sure.
really, really good.
Oh my
You forget how great
I mean,
NXT used to
even
be,
like-
and they're starting to get back up there with people who aren't indie wrestlers, which
When
is
it was
kudos to
Jason
them.
Jordan, Chad Gable versus FTR.
Yeah, that was solid.
Uh,
FTR,
or the
DIY, 2 out of 3 falls is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. So I mean, that's yeah. You
yeah,
heard it
that's
here
it.
first. Ton of bold predictions right there from our guy Double D. So let's go ahead and we'll pack it in. All Out is coming up. It's in Chicago. I'll be there. Are you gonna be there? We'll see. We're gonna be talking. We're gonna be previewing right here on Bad Karma Wrestling. BK Dub when we come back.
BK Dub.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that'll have you craving more? Taco Bell.
All right, can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
Wear your best attitude. Feel the power. Run towards your goals. Make each footprint count. Believe in yourself. Mark the difference. Just do it.
Celsius, the fastest growing energy drink in America. 0 sugar, low calories, and 200 milligrams of caffeine. Celsius is the ideal drink for anyone who wants to get the most out of their day. 4 distinct flavors: orange, kiwi guava, wild berry, white peach. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities has proven to accelerate your metabolism, burn body fat, and provide essential energy. Celsius. Live fit. The official drink of Chad Podcast.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
BK Dub, BK Dub.
BK Dub.
Nick Johnston, no gimmicks, Nick Johnston in the building. My buddy, Double D, David Dykstra, to my right. Ready to roll, ready to talk some AEW, just talk Bash in Berlin for WWE. But we got, All Out coming in. Like I said, Chicago, now Arena. Hopefully jam-packed, ready to roll. I think I said they got Collision tonight. Most likely not
It's
sold out.
not going to be jam-packed. They're going to have that whole side blocked off like they always do.
No, I guess I can't guarantee. I don't know. I didn't look at what the tickets are available for
You
anymore.
can meet up with
so.
the Holiday Brothers.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, that'll be solid. We'll see what the boys are up to. They always got their show going as well. But we're gonna go ahead and preview the All Out card, top to bottom. 8 matches with, I would think maybe what it was, a buy-in match probably will be sprinkled in there eventually, but no need to focus on those. Those are usually
Don't do a 16-man tag,
yeah,
Tony.
I was about to
Don't
say.
do it. Don't do it. Someone's going to end up getting injured, man.
That or just, I always feel bad for the ring apron, just that support beam mechanism when they're putting it together. I'm like, that's got to give out.
Unless it's Meat Mania, I don't want to see.
We might be onto something. They
Teased it, and then people got hurt.
Yeah, that's true. Too much meat.
There was a lot of meat in that one match.
Yeah. So no. There's no set order just yet. I kind of just set it up from.
If I were to pick one of the ones that are already set, they might kick the night off with Nightingale and Statlander
with the street fight.
With the Chicago street fight.
That could be the case. But yeah. We can start off right there. And Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander in a Chicago street fight. This is for the CMLL Women's Championship.
Correct.
Okay. Our prediction there. What are we leaning towards?
I'm leaning Stat.
I think I am too. Just because
it's time for Stat to have another title.
Even
and I love Willow. Don't get me wrong.
Both are firing on all cylinders right now. This has been a pretty solid feud, I would say. Nothing
but you
too
could
crazy.
Transition Willow into an AEW heavyweight title kind of run.
Yeah.
Or contendership at least, because they're not going to take it off of Mariah May that quickly.
No, right now, no. And holy cow! What? That was crazy. And then she also had a cameo on
Mariah.
Yeah.
Mariah does nothing for me.
Oh, okay, all right.
Not a big Mariah May fan.
I thought that was what she tried to do.
I'm more of her partner's fan.
There you go. And she also was on a Barstool show just the other day, and
completely gobstopped the dude.
The guy folded immediately. Just he had no shot. He was red from head to toe. It was brutal.
I would have just gone with it.
Yeah.
If she came at me like that, I would have just went with it.
He said it was game over as soon as he heard the accent. He said that was it. But yeah, so. Willow Nightingale, Chris Statlander. Most likely, we think we'll even up the series between the two of them, and Statlander will walk out.
Isn't this the rubber match?
Is it not? Is it?
I believe it is the rubber match, sir.
Okay.
Stat won the first one. Willow won the second one. I think this is the third.
Yeah.
Third or fourth, or maybe even fifth.
Yeah. Well, that could be the case.
They've all kind of amalgamated into.
Yeah. And these two, again, they've gelled well together. Haven't had too rough of a match. And Willow Nightingale, I think both of them have been in
street fights.
Yeah,
they've been in street fights as a tag team.
Yeah,
together.
or the bunkhouse match, I think it was, if not. But yeah, so it should be solid. We're saying Statlander walking out as the champion right there. But I'll start at the top of our list if that's cool with you.
No, but
Oh.
okay.
Young Bucks versus Claudio and Yuta for the tag champions. Also on the table right here. Not very many tag title defenses for the Young Bucks, and that was for whatever reason, outside or inside. It doesn't matter. I think still walking out the tag champions. We were kind of saying this beforehand. We don't think any
No.
championships are going to change hands tonight.
Just the CMLL one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Willow's. Other than that,
AEW championships will not be changing hands. Okay. Fair enough to say there. But
I think this is going to be a great match.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if they kick off the pay-per-view with this match, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I think the Young Bucks tend to like to get their matches.
They're the EPs, man. They got to
Yeah.
get done and over with so they can run the rest of the show.
That's for good reason there for sure. And it always is nice to get them off to a hot start as well. I mean with anything, Claudio, he works well with the smaller guys. He can still do big guy stuff with the smaller guys, and he'll look good. It'll just be fun to see him back, and it hasn't been. I feel like he's been back, but hasn't been back officially since like the injury just yet. But we'll see how that goes. But most likely, Young Buck gonna retain right here is what our consensus. Continental Championship 4-way. We have Okada.
Be great to know who the other three are.
Yeah, so far, yeah, exactly that. So far, only Okada. We loved Okada's story on his Instagram just yesterday. He put up himself. He's selling the tickets, but it wasn't just vacant in the 3 spots. He put bitch for all 3. So him versus 3 bitches is set for Saturday.
Say it right.
Beach. There you go. Thank you. My apologies. My apologies.
Bitch.
Thank you. No, that's not good. Yeah.
Oh no.
I think Okada. This could be stacked for some good names. I don't think it's any big returns. Maybe Jay White is in there. Maybe I think we were saying Takeshita.
I think Takeshita.
Kyle Fletcher, possibly in there.
Since they just had a match, I'd like to see 2 newer dudes. Jericho?
It's gonna not be the best reaction, but it will get the job done. I'm just like, hi guys, I wasn't on the pay-per-view. I wasn't booked for the pay-per-view. I needed to book myself.
I hate that he's gotten over again.
It's incredible.
Flippin' hate it. You actually have like the crowd saying hi back to him now.
It's great.
God awful. But kudos to you, Chris. God.
That could be the case.
They're lining up Ricochet, Ospreay. So I don't know.
I was just trying to find any other. I was looking online for any rumored
I haven't
opponents.
heard any rumors.
Yeah.
They have the qualifying matches, but other than that,
yeah, I got nothing. They're keeping this one locked up tight. And I actually can't. Maybe it's AJ and Big Justice, huh? Scotty? That'll be a boom. That match will be a boom.
what's the matter with Scotty?
He doesn't like the internet.
Why doesn't he like the internet?
He's addicted to brain rot. That's why. I know. That's right up your alley. I don't understand how you don't have a chicken bake in your hand or a double chunk chocolate cookie. Tendies. We bring the boom. That's what we do. There we go. They might actually be at the show. So be prepared for that. No, the report.
I'm not paying $50 for this.
The report was for that they said we're talking to a major wrestling company. If all goes well, we will be in Chicago on Saturday. That was the talk. That was the quote. Thank you very much. Bring your chicken bake, Costco guys, on the way. Next up, Mercedes Moné taking on Shida. This was for the TBS Championship. This was a match that happened. This happened 2 weeks ago on Dynamite. So
Shida ripping off her shirt the other night though was interesting and going on the AEW Ace.
Okay, I'm not sold. I'm not sold. Cheetah.
No.
I mean, from
Sheeta
the beginning.
hasn't been relevant for a year.
Yeah, even when she did have her big title run right away, like I was at the show as soon as Britt Baker came out and won.
Popped.
It was a huge pop, and it wasn't like oh Sheeta had a nice run, but we don't want that. We wanted Britt. We wanted that at the time. We still don't. We don't want Sheeta. I'm sorry. It's just I don't know. I don't even know if there's a Sheeta fan in real life. I've never seen one. I don't know.
There's some Sheeta fans out there.
Okay. I'm sure. I know. I'm just a hater. It is what it is.
Okay.
We got that one down as well. Next up, I mean these next four, and this is probably how it's gonna stack up, and I'm sure they'll have the Mercedes Monet match thrown in towards the top end. But MJF, Daniel Garcia, building up as you broke my neck, I want to break yours.
25 minutes of pure professional wrestling.
Yes, I'm willing. I'm locked in on that. Don't need a title.
MJF cheats to win.
Does he somehow get his Dynamite Diamond ring back?
No, it was legitimately stolen.
Exactly. So, what installing a new weapon to hit him with, or is it just he hits him in the nuts and?
Yeah, kick to the groin.
Okay, all right. Into the man gets hit by football.
Into nether region.
Yeah. I'd
like to see Daniel Garcia get over.
That's kind of what I'm kind of on the side of. Go ahead.
The question is, how much do they want? How long do they want this feud to go?
Yeah.
Because you can legitimately have MJF win this one and by cheating, and have Danny Garcia be like, "You had to cheat to beat me. Why don't you be a man and try and beat me legit?"
That could be the case. The next one could be a no DQ or whatever street fight or.
And then they could do a pile driver on a pole match.
Sure. I was kind of on the side of Daniel Garcia might get this win. Contrary to my outfit right now, Daniel Garcia could get the win, and MJF go on a little bit of a losing streak type deal.
That would be interesting just to see how his character.
Yeah, and I think he can definitely take that, absorb it, not be the sympathetic, but as soon as he does get a big win, turn immediately right back on the fans.
By the way, did you hear that our beloved Toni Storm is back in Australia?
Ah, is she?
And she's been seen by people.
Oh, yeah?
And it is great.
Oh, no, I have not seen that. I did see ESPN Australia. It could have been from a couple of days difference. I'm not quite sure, but ESPN Australia is kind of plugging and getting ready for their big Australia show that AEW announced for. So, pretty solid that they're getting the recognition there.
The fact that she went home to recoup.
That's good.
And is actually in Australia.
Ought to be setting up for that. That'd be fantastic. Another one that's going to be amazing. I mean, Ospreay Pac International Championship.
If this doesn't go 30 minutes, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Flat out.
This is going to tear down the house. I mean, this is easily a show stealer every single time, with two other amazing matches to come up to talk about. But this is exactly that. If this doesn't go 30, it'll be like, what are we doing here? I would take this match by itself and be okay with it, paying $50 or paying however. I forgot how much my ticket was, but that'd be fine.
How good some of these later matches are going to be.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
I
might have to spend $50.
Yeah.
No, I can't because I can't stay up that late.
Because
I've got work in the morning. Woo!
The saying goes, they'll sell you the whole seat, but you just need you'll only be on the edge of it the whole time. So there you go. That's how it's going to be.
When the pay-per-view starts on Sunday, think of me because I'm probably going to be asleep.
It's Saturday. It's a Saturday pay-per-view for All Out.
They're doing Saturday?
Yeah, that's why Collision's tonight.
I might have to talk to my girlfriend.
Tony Khan has now changed it up a little bit. That schedule, I think there's maybe one or two more that are on Sunday, but I think he's really they're absorbing, and all of them are absorbing the idea of like, hey, Saturday's the route.
Saturday's a better day because people are more willing to stay up and watch
that
4.5, 5 hour pay-per-view.
Yeah, bum Sundays, you don't really need to do anything. You don't want to stay up exactly that because the next day you got work for most people.
Here's my problem with this. Yeah.
and then football.
Here's my problem though. You're gonna eat into my college football.
Yeah, I suppose. But that's very regional for some people. It's not. It is while it is obviously extremely popular.
The late games this week are not the greatest. So.
There you go. There you go. There you go. That tells you all you need right there.
Damn it.
So I mean, all around. I mean, and again, I think that big competition for sure. Yeah, I don't want to run a pay-per-view up against Sunday Night Football or just any football game. I know. Yeah, as much as we pain to say this,
you know what? Wonder if Daddy Khan went to Tony and goes, "Listen, move it to Saturdays."
Yeah, don't interfere with the Jags. Don't interfere with the Jags.
You gotta be in the press box with your collar on, man.
Next up, we got Swerve and Hangman in a.
This better be bloody as hell.
It's setting up to be in an unsanctioned,
bloody as hell,
unsanctioned, lights out steel cage match. You're putting a hat on a hat, but under the idea that now AEW is no longer responsible for these two killing each other in the middle of the ring.
Should I do the with my girlfriend? Should I do the how much do you love me?
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. And then you could be like Hangman if she says no, burn the house down.
No, we'd never do that.
I know.
But if she doesn't want to pay $52, I mean, I'll understand.
She can split it. You guys can split it. 26 each. It's not that bad. Swerve
She's gonna be
Hangman.
at work. She works this Saturday. So.
Always the replay button. Swerve Hangman set up. I mean, blood feud. Even they're still carrying over. They got jumped in and out of it, and it's like they haven't missed a beat. Right back into hating each other. Hangman is on a whole different tear of just anyone that comes in my way, I'm just gonna tear down and beat up. I mean, the fun little strong style match was with Ishii last week, and then of course burning down the house. Whose house? Swerve's house. And if you missed it, but.
That Ishii match was really good.
Yeah, that was good to see. I was funny enough. I was kind of fast forwarding just to go,
and they're still going.
They were still doing the same thing that the whole time.
Yeah.
They didn't
move an inch. First 5 minutes of that match were them standing in the middle of the ring, giving forearm shivers back and forth.
Forearms, and then they would get in each other's face, and then they go back to forearms, get in each other's face, chops. Back in each other's face, forearms. It was good. So for the first 7 minutes,
Japan.
Yes, strong style. It could scare some people, but it was fantastic. This is gonna be great. I mean, exactly that. Lights out, steel cage. Expect some fire. Maybe get some fire. Maybe get some tax. I don't know.
Glass.
Yeah, real glass. Speaking of real glass, main event time. Danielson.
Bryan Danielson's neck.
Ooh, I don't know. Danielson, Jack Perry for the World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, Danielson's not retirement speech, but setting up for one, saying, hey, when I do lose eventually, not going to be this time. It's not going to be anytime soon. I'm a fighting champion now. But when I do lose, I'm going to stop being full-time, is what kind of slid underneath there at the very last second. But I don't think anything to worry about here. Danielson most likely going to retain, but I think this will be one of those where you'll see Jack Perry, hopefully, if for those that aren't sold, now mature, can now hold his own, can actually have a match, and if he was called upon, carry something like this.
Yeah.
Better. Couldn't have said it better myself there, Jim.
What do you want me to say?
No.
This is Danielson trying to get Perry over while Perry will get Danielson over.
Yeah.
That's what it breaks down to.
Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Yeah, you're gonna make me look like a legit contender, but yet I'm gonna job for you in the end.
Yeah, and unrelated,
and
but
it feels like he's been doing that for everybody. He gets his ass kicked for 3/4 of the match, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna Hulk up.
Yeah.
I
And
just
here comes
looked at
my running
kids.
knees. Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm bleeding. It probably freaks you out, but I love you.
I got hit in the back of the head, but my forehead's cut open.
Yeah.
That was funny. I thought that was funny. I mean, there was the internet runs wild. Unrelated, but I did see a post that just someone goes, name somebody that is like never botched, and the consensus, I mean, at least what I saw, the bunch that was most thumbed up was Bryan Danielson.
Oh, I've seen Danielson botch.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean,
but it's few and far between.
Yeah, it's yes. I'm not gonna sit here and say flawless, of course, but it's him. AJ Styles barely messes up. Guys like that.
3 years. Ospreay.
Yeah, I mean, does not miss.
I've yet to see Swerve.
That's true too.
Swerve, even when he botches, he works it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Like he slipped off the top rope that one time, and it's still in the cradle.
Nick Johnson, backyard wrestling, definitely no botches there.
No, there was actually a couple slip ups, but that's one of those things where the artist knew, but the audience did not know.
You're early, man. Yeah, you said 12:30.
But there you have it. Any other final thoughts, questions, concerns? All Out, set to be pretty amazing.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to plead, beg, and moan.
There
to
you
get
go.
the pay-per-view on Saturday.
Yep.
And not watch Colorado get their asses kicked by Nebraska.
Yep. Call up Monica, ask for some tendies, get the pay-per-view
Oh no,
going
no.
as well.
I already got my snackies. She texted me yesterday and asked me what I wanted to get from the grocery store, and I gave her a list, and she goes, "Oh, I didn't know that was a thing." And I went, "Oh yeah, I got cauliflower wings. I got
Hot pockets.
and I'm going to a brewery tonight with my boys." So.
Hell yeah, that's what we're talking about. Claws up. Even
Stop!
Though I know.
It's the most stupid thing ever.
Yeah.
What part of this means bear down?
It's a claw.
It's a bear claw. How's it going down if you're holding it?
We're getting unrelated here on the wrestling side of things, so we'll go ahead. Finish up here. We'll be entering Scotty's world when we return here on
Be afraid. Be very
on
afraid.
Bad Karma Wrestling, because we always are here. So stick around.
Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. Cold draft taste, second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother.
Hey, you get those reports done?
Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. Boss. Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling. With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
Bad Karma Wrestling.
BT Dub.
Where the best come to debate. I think that's
BK Dub.
Yeah, BK Dub. Scotty, we're entering your world. Ladies and gentlemen.
Be afraid.
Yes, be afraid.
Be very afraid.
I am horrified. The poop in my pants was from earlier, but now I might have to
Change the adult diaper?
Yeah.
I'm going to put this right here so we don't, knock over.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So, Scott, explain why we have this button over here. Explain what we're doing, please, and thank you.
Today we have Wrestling 101. I have picked 5 wrestling definitions.
5 wrestling definitions.
You have to guess what the terminology is.
So, again, if you didn't hear through the microphone, 5 wrestling definitions. Double D and I are competing against each other. First one to buzz in, and we have to name the. So yes, if you paid attention, he's going to name the definition. We have to get the wrestling term. First 1, 2, 3 apparently is what it sounds like is the winner.
Sure.
All right. Okay, get your education going.
Let's see, you ready?
Matt Stryker edition. All righty, that's going to be this is a good one. Definition: an in-character interview or monologue often includes either an in-ring or backstage interview or skit by the wrestler who performs to advance a storyline or feud.
What is a promo?
Yep. There you go.
Put your. Do you not care? I'll give you first shot.
No,
I'll give
it's
you,
okay.
I'll count 5.
Okay, yeah. Go if you want to read them for it. Go for it.
Ready?
Yeah.
David's up 1-0.
All right, 1-0. Oh, he says 1-0.
Yeah, it did. Definition: the character portrayed by a wrestler can be used to refer specifically to a motif or theme invoked by a character.
What?
Because that's what the
Character portrayed by a wrestler can be used to refer specifically to a motif.
character portrayed by a wrestler can be used to refer specifically to a motif or theme invoked by a character.
I'm just gonna say a face. Fate. I don't know. I mean, it's not
Put
the
it
right
back up
answer.
there one more time.
Yeah, I'm not.
The character portrayed by a wrestler can be used to refer specifically to a motif or theme invoked by a character.
I'm not following.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What's the answer?
I like that you answered first, Nick, because it is gimmick.
Gimmick. Gimmick.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm no gimmicks. That's my gimmick.
That's why Nick didn't know.
Yeah.
Because he has no gimmick.
There we go. Still 1-0. Okay.
Still 1-0.
Definition: the imagined barrier.
Between competing wrestling promotions.
Oh. The forbidden door.
Yes.
Okay.
Forbidden door.
All right, that's new. Yeah, there you go. 1-1. I like that. Okay.
I'll give you that.
There you go. Appreciate that one.
I almost went kayfabe for a second.
Oh, yeah. An insider newsletter.
Or website in the professional writing business.
Dirt sheet.
It is dirt sheet.
There we go. 2-1.
You can tie. I got another one if you do tie.
Okay, cool.
Or David can win it.
A group of
Several wrestlers who band together.
It's a faction.
All right.
There we go.
All right. Now I have a thought. Do you want to Olympics this and just call it a tie and be good, or do you want to go one more and winner takes all?
I mean, this sounds like we got to go for a quickest one to hit the buzzer wins this one. Come on now.
All right.
Ready?
We got one more in us.
One more. A video screen above the entrance stage to be used for showing entrance videos, backstage segments,
I didn't even read it.
etc.
Titantron.
It is Titantron.
Yeah.
Do you feel special now?
A little bit. A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Nick feels special.
Yeah. Ah.
Daddy Dave let no gimmicks win. I'm just saying, I took the dad role on that one and just kind of went, go ahead, son.
Nope, I'm
Have
the
it."
best. I'm the best. I'm the fastest wrestling definition guy ever. No one does it better.
All right, gimmicks. Is that it? Are we
As
done?
the winner, I think
I think we should promote what's coming up next in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, a special edition of Blow the Whistle
Woohoo!
on Sportstown Chicago.
Yes.
Coming up here in about 15, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We'll
about
see
50,
how it
yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
And we'll just run through things that are coming up. We'll talk about last week, week 1 in college football. And then we'll start yelling at each other because this should not indicate bear down.
That's okay.
Hey, don't be mad Kirk Cousins couldn't come up with something cool.
His hand is permanently like that.
Yeah.
We
That's
at least
true.
have the dirty bird. Come on.
There we go, everybody. So wrestling wrapped up. Enjoy the weekend. We got All Out. Hopefully, we might see you there. That would be cool if you do. Say what's up and shout Bad Karma Wrestling out. There you go.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. But otherwise,
Make a sign.
Yeah.
Gimmicks. Make a sign.
Yeah, I'll get my arts and yeah.
BK Dub.
I'll get my arts and crafts going. There you go. Yeah. That could work. So for me, No Gimmicks to Johnston, Double D, David Dykstra.
David?
Yeah.
David?
They were in Berlin.
They were in Berlin.
Yeah.
Embrace the German.
Yeah, the Double D.
The Double D. David Dykstra.
Dobrze. I think that was Polish. But that's okay. we're done. Yeah.
It's time to go.
Yeah. Get on
Time
out
to
of here.
go.
Take care. We love you. We'll see you.
BK Dub.
Bye-bye.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling. With No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.